Hi, and welcome back to Let's Play Untitled Gladiator. Today we're taking on Creatos, the Lord of the Dragons. You know, if Venser had something like this, why didn't he use it sooner? Maybe because it would kill him. Hmm. This is Creatos. Creatos is a joke. See this pattern? He does it for the entire first phase, just repeats it over and over. Second phase gets its own pattern, and third gets its own pattern. On top of that, you can simplify it even more because you can cancel him out of his attacks. And that's Creatos. You've seen the entirety of the fight, other than whatever patterns are in the third and second phase. And I feel that really summarizes Raging Gladiator as a whole. It's impressive on its outer shell, but when you get right down to it, it's just upsetting. It just seems like they saw Mr. Sandman from Punch-Out, and they were like, he's fast, he deals a lot of damage, and sometimes he follows a pattern. Well, we don't want our game to be too hard, so let's make him always follow a pattern. And you ruined it. You dropped the ball right at the end, Raging Gladiator. You more or less made a Battle of Simon Says. And I guess just what's so upsetting about Creatos is he comes right after Yi, who is pretty cool and an original idea, and Venser, who is an actual really good final boss and has some really cool gimmicks to him. And then you get hitting blue and red lights over and over again. Really, I don't know the development process for Creatos, but it just seems rushed to me. Like, they couldn't design enough attacks for him or what have you, so they just upped the damage. To make it simple, Rage of the Gladiator just feels really incomplete. There's times where it's very rough around the edges. I don't know how long this game was in development for. I'm going to guess a year, because there's a lot of things that are cribbed directly from Punch-Out Wii. I mean, just thinking of a couple off the top of my head, there's things like Yi drinking goes to Soto Popinski, Horland to Bald Bull, Sea Witch, Don Flamenco, things like that. And it just feels like if they had more time and maybe more creativity to come up with their own ideas, because when they do, they're really good, this game could have been so much more. But instead, we get this sad excuse for a final boss slash legendary beast. It's upsetting. It really is. I remember playing this the first time and just saying, I can't believe I played 20 hours for this. But that's it. The game is almost over. We're going to deliver the final blow and be done with it. So let's do it. And that's it. Creatos is down, final boss is beaten, as easy as it was. I mean, he's the only guy that I ranked in the entire challenge mode. But you guys deserve your ending finally, so enjoy.
After defeating the foul dragon, the captain of the guards emerged out of the stands. I explained the situation to him. After hearing what Venser had told me, the captain pledged to get to the bottom of this. I was quickly cleared of all charges. Luther, on the other hand, was not so lucky. Shortly afterwards, I was proclaimed King of Avalanche. The ceremony was held, and the people rejoiced. But I was not rejoicing. As I sat on my new throne, I could not help but dwell on fond memories of my brother when I was younger. I will miss him. The manner in which I ascended to power will always weigh heavily on my heart. But I must not dwell on this. Avalanche now has a hope and a future. I swear to the gods that I will be a noble and just ruler. I commit to exceeding my father's leadership, and I shall bring glory to my kingdom.
There's one last mode in this game, Ultimate Challenge. Pretty much what this means is if you A rank anybody who is in challenge mode, any of the challenge mode dudes, you get bonus skill points. If you can complete all 3 trees, you unlock the final combo in the game. I have never done this. It's just not worth the effort and time it would take. I can barely beat some of these guys. To A rank them, it would take way too long. I actually tried after this video. I stopped at Horrorland. I beat Tegan on the first try, but Horrorland was like 5 tries in and I was done. The combo that you unlock is called the Brutal Victory combo. All it is you whacking the guy for a 60 hit combo and then they fall down. I think it's just always an instant knockdown. I've only been able to find one video of it online, and it was part of somebody else's S rank video. Like, there's just no video of combos. And the credits don't even play after the game. You have to go to the menu and play the credits, which I did so I could have some final thoughts. Overall, Rage of the Gladiator isn't a bad game. It's actually okay. It's maybe not worth the, I think it's $15 on the Wii shop. It's not worth the 15, maybe 10. I think on the 3DS it might be 15 too, but it's on iOS and it's probably not 15 on that. Get it on iOS. Actually no, get it on the 3DS. But that's besides the point. It's an okay game. I would honestly like to see a Rage of the Gladiator 2. There's a lot of good points in here. First of all, D&D Punch-Out it's a great concept to me. There's a lot of things that Punch-Out itself can't do because it's pigeonholed itself to this whole boxing environment. So you can get guys with different techniques, but you can't do stuff like they're shooting lasers at you, or there's a ring of fire that's constantly going around the arena. I would say they vanish and reappear, but Great Tiger. So there's a lot that you can do with this. I'd like to see a sequel that is more polished than this one was. That's really what this game feels like. It's just rough around the edges. It has problems such as the 5-hit counter system that just makes every attack feel the same. But it has its good points too, such as the combo system that feels really good to do those combos. I guess what I'm saying is, even with its flaws, it's a decent game. Well, that's it for Rage of the Gladiator. Not too sure what I'm going to be doing next, but whenever that next series starts up, I hope you'll watch. See you then.